Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's another Alliance 4 video, and I'm not entirely sure how many videos I'll be posting in the season, but I'll see what I can post. And if this gets, enough likes, then maybe it'll motivate me to keep posting, but I also do have exams, so I most likely won't post much, but we'll see. So I am boosting pretty big because I'm trying not to, leave any room for error. Wicket is someone I've disliked for as long as I played the game, and well, I was the only person who has a Wiccan in our BG, so I was requested to rank him, and obviously I was happy to do it because I want what's best for the alliance and whatnot. Um, I'm not entirely sure how he works, but I think CGR got his Fury even though I have Neutralize up, and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to not let him get buffs, but maybe I'm not playing something right. It's also possible. Here I get parried, which is really dumb. I don't think even if he did a full combo would have KO'd me because I have an equity and all that. Like, even if it all crit, he would not have done, enough to kill me. It would just make me heal a lot more, so. Yeah, as dumb as that was, it was not something that would have caught me if I got unlucky. Then we have this Corg. I'm using Havoc. There isn't really a lot to say for this one. You just want to use his L1 to build your space, and that way you don't stack any of the weakness. Once you have 3 prowess, you can reliably parry. I mean, he will shrug them, but he can still fail them because of the node. And since you have non-contacts, you can like easily hit for openings and whatnot. I think for part of the fight, I didn't even realize like that I have the ability to, build prowess and prevent his shrug. And I was like, oh wait, I can do this. That's just like off-season stuff, like not playing War in a bit and whatnot. I think I just built to L3 and threw a heavy and launched it, and that's all there is to it. There's not a lot to say on this one. I baited heavies to punish just to be safe, even though I know I can build the 3 prowess and all that to counter, but I didn't want to hit his, block to build a crowd excitement. I could have played this like faster, but I was just being extra safe. So yeah, just L3 and combos. And you don't really need a power back, but you can if you really need to, like for speed or whatever. But yeah, this is a good fight. Here's another Wiccan fight. It's Silver Surfer, and well, since he's armor break immune on path 4, he won't get the unblockable against my Wiccan, and I also can build the resistances, which would prevent him from hitting me when I'm unblockable. I can still block unblockable attacks. So that's, really nice to have. I think he's not throwing his specials. I'm trying to bait it out, and I blocked it just to be safe. And I dexed that part to punish, and I want to get the neutralize back up. I always prioritize having neutralize up, and yeah, he actually is pretty, decent when you have mystic boost and all that. Here he didn't use his L2 until I was in the corner, and that's like really, really annoying. The AI is so passive. I think he just wants to catch me like off guard with it, and yeah, that's so dumb. My neutralize repeatedly fell off while he did that passive shit, and yeah, it's just really dumb and annoying. Next we have this Craven. The only debuffs that he can place is the heal block and the power sting. So to my knowledge, he should not be able to go unblockable, but he does later in the fight, which is a bit dumb. But I think it's because the timer on the power sting may have refreshed because that counts as a third debuff, but I'm not fully sure why or how. What I'm doing is just pushing him to his special 2s, then I'm dexing them, and then I'm what's it called, punishing and pushing back to his next L2 and just block baiting and repeating that process. Since I'm not the best like Havoc player, I didn't do the heavy beforehand, but that's also because I know he reduces the debuffs or something. But yeah, the thing is, he's just a 6-star, so you don't really need all that intricate stuff. I mean, it's not intricate per se, but still. Oh, it's the bleed that did it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was DMing Lizer the other day, and I was asking her like, do you know why he got the unblockable? And she's like, oh, I'll have to check in the morning. And I was like, maybe I'll look, because I haven't looked myself yet either. Playing aggressive is smart because you can, hit the 10th hit and remove the power sting, or you can also eat them because you're not potent enough to kill unless you like really mess up. And then we have the boss here. Lizer put the Odin pre-fight for me, which is really nice of her. She's like, she's really nice if you communicate with her and tell her that, hey, this helps this fight a lot. And boss is probably one of the toughest fights in a general war map sometimes. So she was happy to give me Odin pre-fight. I think it was just a switch of someone who didn't need it on like a void, I think. And yeah, I full boosted for this, put the cosmic boost on, I changed my health boost to a big one. I put energy resistance max, I put inequity max, I put like so much stuff just to, fully prepare for this. And the strategy for Onslaught is fairly simple with Hulkling or with Werewolf by Night because it's the exact same strategy. You're relying on hitting his block, and then your opening would be once you have your special ready. So yeah, besides that, you're not really hitting him or anything like that. I think I was waiting to bait a special, but he's so passive, he waits till all my buffs fall off to throw it, and now I have no buffs and I have no ramp. So now when I throw my L2, it's going to be really weak. And I know what someone might say, like, oh, you could have thrown it earlier, but I'm playing extra safe. Like, I'm not playing for, to look fancy or whatever. I'm playing for the solo, which, yeah, that's just my goal. And I'm also well aware of, like, you can dash into his L1 and dash out. So, yeah, I considered it, but I don't think it's worth it. Like, it's very easy to miss that timing since it's a very tight window. It's kind of like dashing into Doom's L2 and then, going out. And, yeah, it's not worth it to me. Maybe it's worth it to others, but not to me. So here, I throw L2, it does some pretty good damage. That's a nice crit. I mean, I got one crit, but that's still something. Dexing with specials. Throwing lights to hope he goes back. And with the 2 Furies, even his basic combos hits really hard. And one more thing I would give as advice if you're trying to prepare for an Onslaught boss. When he throws his random heavy, don't punish it because he parries you. And also don't run into, like, his special one, like, afterwards, because he will light out of nowhere and just combo you. His AI has that tendency. And he also won't throw specials unless he has crush, or unless you're, like, walking up to him and you're wide open, or if, like, you're on a dashback. He's gonna do that type of things. So, yeah, there's a lot of things I noticed about his AI that I learned over time. Like, I've taken him, I think, 5 times now at the boss, and every time it's, like, consistent with what I'm learning. Like, here I have crush, and he still doesn't throw it because he's waiting for my buffs to fall off. Still doesn't throw it. Still doesn't throw it. Now he throws it. And look, my aptitudes are falling. My pierce are all off. And yeah, I have to re-ramp again. So here, I think I do a little combo to build them. And then I throw it and I get, pretty good damage. I probably could have thrown a relic and try to finish up to rush, but I didn't want to do that. So I just baited it out and waited. And here he tries to catch me in a dash back, which is very typical of him. And yeah, he's low now, so I know I can just, throw L2 and he's dead. And yeah, that's the end of this war. In a new alliance, and they're trusting me with boss and stuff, so that's, like, really nice. And hopefully we can get, a top 3 placement. Yeah, that's all it for me. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good one. And also, GT is not pushing, so yeah, I'm glad that we got a nice win for the first war. Like, it was not a great war for us, but since they're not pushing, we did end up winning.